Abraham and Melchizedek, the mysterious meeting of covenant and priesthood. In the early dawn of biblical history, when the world was a patchwork of kingdoms, tribes, and warlords, one man stood out, not for the size of his army or the wealth of his city, but for his unwavering faith in a God unseen. His name was Abram, later called Abraham, the father of nations and the bearer of a divine promise. Abraham had just returned from a harrowing mission. His nephew Lot had been taken captive during a war between rival kings, and Abraham, with only 318 trained men from his household, had launched a daring rescue. Against all odds, he defeated the coalition of kings, freed the captives, and reclaimed the spoils. It was a moment of triumph, but also one of decision. As Abraham made his way back from the battlefield, he passed through the valley of Shaveh, a place that would forever be marked by a mysterious encounter. There, emerging from the ancient city of Salem, came a figure both regal and enigmatic: Melchizedek, king of Salem and priest of God Most High, El Elyon. He was unlike any other king Abraham had known. Melchizedek bore no army, no demands, no threats, only bread and wine. These simple gifts, offered not in conquest but in peace, spoke volumes. They were the symbols of fellowship, of divine provision, and of sacred hospitality. And then, Melchizedek spoke. "Blessed be Abram of God Most High, possessor of heaven and earth. And blessed be God Most High, who has delivered your enemies into your hand." In those words was a revelation, a confirmation that Abraham's victory had not been of his own making, but a divine deliverance. Abraham, recognizing the sacredness of the moment, gave Melchizedek a tenth of all he had, an act of honor and reverence. This brief but powerful encounter, recorded in Genesis 14, left behind more questions than answers. Who was this Melchizedek? No genealogy, no background, no successor, just a priest-king who honored the same God Abraham worshipped. The scriptures would remain silent about him for centuries until the time of King David, who in Psalm 110 would declare prophetically, "You are a priest forever, according to the order of Melchizedek." Much later, in the New Testament, the writer of Hebrews would pick up this thread and weave it into a tapestry of deeper meaning. Melchizedek, he explained, was a type of Christ, a priest not by lineage, like the Levitical priests, but by divine appointment. Like Melchizedek, Jesus was both king and priest, offering bread and wine at his own table, blessing humanity, and receiving honor not through compulsion, but through love. For Abraham, the meeting with Melchizedek was a turning point. It reminded him that his journey of faith was not a solitary one. There were others, known only to God, who also served the Most High. And in giving his tithe, Abraham acknowledged a greater priesthood, a heavenly order beyond the confines of earthly thrones and temples. The story of Abraham and Melchizedek is more than a historical footnote. It is a divine whisper echoing through time. It points to a greater covenant, a higher priesthood, and a God who reveals himself in unexpected ways, through unexpected people, at just the right moment. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel for more.